All right, here with Indy, and you've come first with the Salamangeats.
Hell yeah.
How'd it go?
It went really well.
What variant were you playing today?
Just pure salads today. I don't really believe in the red resonator build. It's too susceptible to hand traps, and if you stop it, you just lose the whole consistency of what Salamangeats are. What made the deck good was you were able to overload the deck with like 8 to 12 hand traps, big back row, and just what you need to do when you play this deck. So I was playing a rank 4 spam as well. So let's just get straight to it.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's go.
So 3 foul. I want to maximise trying to get level 4s to the field. It came up heaps today. Babuska locks people out of the game like crazy.
Free summon as well.
Yeah, 1 Falco. It is level 4, but I don't want to bring it up because it is a brick if you open it.
Fair enough.
The Gazelle and 2 Jacks.
Pretty standard.
Yes. So they're the level 4s of the Salamangeats.
I'll give you...
I shredded down on the level 3s because they're not really as needed anymore. Every time I see this, especially in my deck build, I kind of feel weird about it because I'm just not making any plays with it. I need to go into like a rank 4 setup or set up a big board. I need to be seeing like fad to be able to, because I'm not relying on the grave effects either when I'm doing this type of build. So I'm like less like DD crows and such don't hurt me as much because of that. So I reckon 2/2 is fine because you still need your back row pop, and it's good as a normal summon if you brick. And this is still good to send off Gazelle if you're going for the link climb just to blow up the board.
And I guess, minimizing it's better so you don't fully brick on it because you're not trying to go to Mirage Stallion anymore.
Yeah. So that's the way it is for them. And still 3 Flame Buffalo. I honestly don't think Lady Debug is great in this version because you drop this, gets Impo, gets Effect Rally, gets Ash. You're just really stuck. This, you cannot hand trap this. If you chain block it, you pretty much always chain block it with Balinks, unless you open it, which is just a hard brick. You just get your free discard and draw 2. As you can see, I have lots of discard fodder. You got the 2 Foxies, 2 Spinnies, Jack Jaguars,
Falco.
And even Falco is good. And if you have to, you can discard the Foul just to get your engine going. So
I think the best thing about Lady Debug though now is it's a rank 4.
yeah,
And such as Cyber.
I have used it for that as well. But yeah, with these, I just think you maximize Flame Buffalo. It's still your best. And if you don't open your back row or your hand traps, it helps you dig into it. So it eases the pressure off Gazelle, and that's what you want. You don't want to be putting too much pressure on him. And for the hand traps, I play just those for the monsters.
Ghost Ogre is pretty big in this format now.
I think it's because it's just so early in the format. You don't know what to expect really. So I feel like Ghost Ogre just hits a lot of your rogue stuff or just weird stuff that you may come across. Once the format settles, maybe if combo goes big, these can switch out for Nibiru. But unless like a lot of graveyard stuff happens, I can play Skullmaster again or DD Crow. But at the moment, just...
Do you reckon Droll will be effective in this new format, or...?
I just don't know. Spiral is good, but I feel like if Sal's win the dice roll, they just win the whole match anyway. And especially going just side options, I feel like Spiral dies the same way Pendulums does.
Yeah.
So that's just my thoughts on it. Like, they got a really good support, but you just don't know until the meta actually kicks in. So the Sanctuary, Circle, and 3 Wheels.
How good was Circle today? What'd you do with it?
Makes your Salamangeat unaffected by monster effects. Trying to mirroring that shit. I had a Sunlight Wolf that cannot be hit by Nibiru because of that. It was great. And yeah, Silent Minings.
Standard.
Yeah, Cosmics. I always choose Cosmics over Call by the Grave, because a lot of times when you're going, even going second, Call by Graves can be a brick, and I just find Cosmic Cyclones just to be very versatile.
Out's the Sanctuary, out's the Roar, the Rage, if you're doing the Mirror Match, out's the Babel.
The meta hasn't really changed. Salads is still top, Pendulums is still big, Orcus is still big. You bait the back row negates just to try and open up your plays, and for Salads, my most hated matchup is against Pendulum because they bring out a board with so many negates that not many decks can actually do that. So when you open being able to open Cosmic Cyclones just to remove some threats, or say if they got spell counters loaded somewhere, you can quickly bait it out to just minimize the amount of negates they can hold. So I've done that a few times, and I've just always using Cosmic. 3 Put It As Eyes.
3?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it?
I am playing 42 cards, so I haven't actually opened twice many times today. I did once, but I just used the second copy as discard fodder to mining.
Yeah.
And the way it goes with me, it's just it's draw 2. So you can either draw into that, into these, into more hand traps or into impermanence.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I run doubles because I want to open it again to minimize the pressure of Gazelle. So like kind of a perfect hand would be, say, you got a Gazelle set up and you have a Fallon. So you have a Gazelle and you're able to get Fallon in hand. So we have that and we open, say, just one of that. And even if it's just that, what this allows you to do, your normal special, get the mill, you mill the Jack Jaguar, and you can have a back row. This is just 3 cards in your hand and play like a Bistro or Babushka by getting your Jack Jaguar back, and depending how good your hand was, you could even relink into your Sunlight Wolf, get a better mill, and have your rank 4 underneath on top of that, and you possibly can have hand traps as well. And I just feel like Desires just makes that so much easier, because Desires paired with, I saw a post where they said, what would you choose between Flame Buffalo or Desires? I say play both. If you open both of them, you're drawing 4 cards.
Yeah.
And you're getting a discard of something amazing. So that's just my opinion on that. And that's the main board for me. And having 42 cards does minimize, slight percentage, but minimizes the chance of opening Sanctuary. That
is very true.
Extra deck, first line was pretty standard, just your Balinks, Wolf.
3/3/2.
Yeah, and 2. Destroyed Pendulums.
Oh yeah, it does.
Spun back both his scouts, he couldn't do anything after that. And Phoenix, made it once today. I had a choice between Phoenix and Heater. I chose Phoenix today because I feel like Heater may have been a miss. And if I thought about it, Heater would have only came up once today for me, and this only came up once. So
and that's just extra removal.
It's just like side tech. Like it's there if you need it. This won me like 90% of my games today.
Yep.
My opponent's end phase, I rage any defensive they have. Get Salamangeat to the field in this OTK.
Yeah.
You clear board, you win off that. It's always 8,100 attack just between these two alone. And it's all co-links get 500, so if you have your setup like this, and you have a Sunlight in front of it, that's a 2,300 Sunlight. Could
big.
be 28 if you discard the spinny to it as well. So you're clearing heaps off that combo.
I think a lot of people forget that the spinny actually gives it attack.
Yeah.
They just use it for pretty much the discard to get it into the grave. But
yeah,
a lot of games come up and you're like, yeah, this is extra attack.
And big shout out to Jove Garcia as well. He told me this should always be played, and I always tried to find a way to argue against it. And today I just went, you know what? He's a better player than me. I'll just chuck it in. And it won me so many games today. These are my out targets. So today I did update Jammer into Bolo Dragon using my opponent's monsters to finish him off.
Dirty.
So that was insane. I didn't update Jammer the Crusader Avamax today, but I did have to hard go into him to slow down the Pendulum matchup. So he won me that Pendulum game. So it was pretty good.
And the spicy?
My rank 4 turbo cards.
That sucks.
Locks out pretty much 80% of your meta just off this card, because you still see a lot of Salamangeats, even around here, Mermals, Orcus, you have, what is it, Zombies, Grandma, it just keeps going. This hits so
Dark
many
Worlds.
decks. Yeah, it just keeps, there's endless amount of decks this card hits. It's usually safe to go into it.
And Bagushka over the Tornado, you're finally set with that now? Or
I don't know. Like, Tornado Dragons, like, if Subterra and Altergeist is going to be big, I feel like you need a spot to, like, this is if, like, you lose game 1, or even if you win game 1, you lose game 2 and you go into game 3, going first, if you force out the Tornado Dragon against Altergeist and Subterra, you can just hold them down of being able to pop. Because I after, like, playtesting online, I was playing with the Tornado Dragon in the deck. Every like best out of 3 I did, when I knew I was going first, that Tornado Dragon just won me the whole game. Because a lot of your back row decks try to force out the Super Poly play. I'm ending on that and that, or that and this, or that on Tornado Dragon. You can't Super Poly that.
Yeah.
So you just win off that. So yeah, that's my extra deck. And go to side.
Would you think about siding the Tornado Dragon for the matchups with like heavy back row? Like,
I don't know, because there's like 5 cards I want in my side deck that I can't even fit.
fair enough. Fair enough.
3 Nibiru.
Standard
Just
combos.
combo. You hit this, you just win. That's just the way Nibiru goes right now. Into Spiral and Pendulums, you're going to need this more than ever now. if you don't side this in and you verse the Pendulum deck, don't expect to win. That's all I can say to you right now. If they're going first, you need that. System down. I did hit it today against Cyber Dragons. He cried.
Oh, you came to me crying.
Against Orcus is still going to be a tier 1.
Oh, definitely. And especially with Spiral Orcus too.
Yeah, you drop this against them, you kind of have a big lead. And my back row removal is just hell. I'm already mainboarding 3 Cosmics, and then Twin Twist is an evenly matched. And I'm not fearing the Waking the Dragon. If I clear your whole board and you get a Raid Raptor off it, I'm just going to summon Avramax and beat over it.
Anyway, the thing is, evenly, they can't activate the Awaken, so...
evenly. And, the only way I can trigger it is off the Twin Twisters or Cosmics.
Yeah.
And good thing about Heatlio, it shuffles back, which does not trigger Waking the Dragon. Yep. So throw those Splice decks at me.
So it's either they evenly the Waking, or they keep the Waking and it's still
set. And then
set.
they have nothing. Yeah, exactly. And if I know I'm going first...
the Judgment first.
Literally every side I did with these 2, I just sided out the 2 Ghost Ogres, brought them in.
That's fair enough.
Going first.
Yeah,
that's me done for today.
Very nice.
Anything you want to know?
What were the matchups?
My matchups today. Round 1 was Cyber Dragon. Round 2, Mermal. Round 3 was against BA. Round 4, Pendulums. Round 5, I had Floodgate Zombies.
And easiest matchup was probably Pendulums?
Pendulums was the hardest matchup today. Like I said, Pendulums going first, they still make ridiculous plays. They're not out. They're still tier 1 in my opinion. So their normal board they usually open in now is multiple negates with the IP. They use the negates and they swap into Apollo. You need really big answers to slow that. And that's why you need Dark Will No More to be able to keep that down. Or usually, this is a big statement to Pendulums though. They struggle with opening multiple spell trap negation now. If you can bait out that one spell trap negation and you see it evenly, you just kill them off that.
Yeah. He knows that, doesn't he? He knows.
Never happened.
And that's me done for this one.
Easy, thanks.